Yeah, I am Mr. Don Trippin'. Right now, you rocking with MusicXclusives TV. Chit. Yeah.
Relentless cause I gotta be consistent is my strategy. And you can't quite keep up because you don't want it bad as me.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Tracey and you're watching MusicXclusives TV. Today I'm here with one of the most prolific and talented hip-hop artists. He's been making amazing waves and I'm super excited to be chopping it up with him, the one, the only, Don Tripp. Don, how you doing?
So far so good. I wouldn't dare complain.
I feel that. For the past 22 months, you've been dropping full release projects. What is going on? How, Sway, how?
I don't know. I just kind of stopped. I stopped abiding by the rules, the unwritten rules, and I just stopped focusing on release dates and stopped focusing on, the time it take to record a catalog of records and then release a portion of it. I just felt like, it was time for me to just do what I felt like doing. And that just happened to be what I felt like doing. I didn't have an end goal. I didn't know, it could have been eight tapes, it could have been 12. And, here we are. And, I got to finish it out now. I can't stop at 22. So, it's I got to go for the 24.
And do you have a number, like where you want to stop, or you're still just, just like allowing
I won't go past 24. It's definitely a exercise. I'll say that, and I think even like right now it's 20 plus, and I think I've proved my point. I don't think I got I don't think there's much left to prove. If I go for a 25th, people will expect me to go for 36. So we're gonna round it out when we do the 24th one.
What has your creative process been like with these releases?
When it comes, I record whatever comes to mind. I don't much waste time on records, so I don't force anything. If we were sitting in the studio now and if we had to listen to this beat for maybe 30 minutes and I got no words, then we're moving on. If we do that 2 or 3 times, then tonight just ain't the night. So it is what it is. And whatever I got by the last Friday of the month, that's what we release. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't sit and say we're missing this kind of record, or I don't like this certain record. I just drop, whatever I got, that's what I'm releasing.
And has this been like therapeutic for you to just be free and
definitely,
creative?
Definitely, it's definitely free flowing. I wouldn't have imagined that it would be such a release, but that's definitely what it is.
And how different is this? Because obviously it's a big difference. You being so, creative and just free, releasing these projects every month as against when you're like under pressure from your label and all of these different people.
I've never, I got out of my record deal in like 2013. And even while I was in it, they never had we didn't reach a point where it was a discussion about a release date. So I never really had any label pressure. I kind of always been under my own authority, so to speak. At some point, I just looked at it, and I used to operate under the unwritten rule book of the rap game, and at some point I realized it don't really, that it's unwritten. It don't really exist. Nobody is abiding by it but me. And once I reached that realization, I just started doing what I wanted to do. And,
And your method has been extremely successful.
Well, I appreciate it.
You've amassed over 250 million stream. Just being you, just being creative. What do you attribute to this success?
Consistency. I think we don't sit and overthink it. Me or the people that I work with, we, like I said, it's free flowing. We just go with it, and of course we come up with a game plan, but we don't sit and like try to plan out every step because it's kind of impossible. The more you plan, the more things go away from the plan. So we don't really do that, and everybody that's involved is willing to learn from what we're doing. So we might make a misstep today, and we learn from it. And tomorrow or next project, that's another thing we've learned. We utilize that. So I think that's the greatest part about it.
That's amazing. And like also even on Apple, like you're consistently on the top 20 as well. How does it feel to see like cuz this is a lot of hard work that you're putting
Yeah,
in.
it's definitely a lot of work.
There are artists who haven't released an album or an EP in years and you're releasing full projects
Yeah.
every month. So how does it make you feel that you're getting, all of this success and obviously it comes with all of the hard work that you're putting in?
Well, I feel like I've earned it. I don't take it for granted, and at the same token, I don't overvalue it, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm where I'm headed, and I don't feel like I'm superior to other acts. I think a lot of times people get caught in those numbers, and it's easy to feel like you failed if you don't amount to a certain number in your head. I don't have a number in my head. If you didn't just say however many streams I got, I wouldn't have known. I don't keep my people keep up with that, of course. For the most part, that's part of their jobs. But I don't. I don't know. I don't want to get stuck in that. I don't want to be doing this for. I mean,
What's the ultimate goal then?
the ultimate goal. I don't have an ultimate goal. Right now, I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and I'm fortunate enough to love my job. And I'm gonna do this for as long as I can do it. I don't know. I don't have a plan, so to speak.
And you have worked with some amazing talents. Who are some of the people you would love to work with that you haven't worked with, obviously already?
Somebody that I would love to work
Yeah.
with. It's not me. Maybe Jhene Aiko, Miguel. I don't know. Other than that, it's kind of up in the air. It's I don't have many aspirations as far as working with other artists. When it happens, it happens. I'm not opposed or against working with anybody. But if I could pick somebody out of a hat that I would love to work with, it would definitely be those two.
And what do you like so much about them? Because like you name drop them.
I guess the authenticness, like if you listen to Jhene Aiko's music, is even though it's contradicting, I think that's purposely not hidden, but the music that she creates displays that she's a person just trying to figure out how to make it work. And for me, Miguel is the male version of that. And that music is similar in certain ways, but for the most part, it's not. It's two totally different ranges of music, but both of their music feel honest, and those are two artists I could say aren't making records because they trendy. They're making records because they feel them, and I think that.
And you relate to that because like that's what.
Right, and I don't know how to listen to something I can't relate to, and like I said, if you went through my playlist right now, you'd find actually both of their entire catalogs. If I got in my playlist is extensive, but I don't much listen to rap, so. If you check, I got both of their entire catalogs. It ain't many songs of theirs that I don't like. Maybe one or two that I could think of, but other than that, the music they make resonates with me. They're not ashamed of being themselves. I think that's the greatest highlight, and I guess that's where I can relate to them. You could hear a record. On one record, they talk about, being in love, and they might have another record that tell you that they the wrong person to love. And I love that range and that dynamic, because in real life we're all complex people, whether we want to admit it or not.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And then, you growth in life is obviously inevitable, and you've grown so much as an artist and
Well, thank
personally
you.
too, because letters to my son,
Right.
like that was a real life situation that you've
Indeed.
been through, and you talked a little bit about that, and how you've evolved and been able to overcome that. Talk to me, like, what do you think? What do you attribute to your growth, personally and professionally?
I don't know. I guess just life itself. You gonna go through some things. It's inevitable, like you said. I think I don't know. I guess my philosophy or my perspective on life, I think that's what helps me grow. I don't much complain. At the end of the day, no matter what happens to me or how it happens, I think it's ultimately my fault. I put myself in that space, or I put a person close to me that I shouldn't have, or should have. And as far as complaining, I feel like it can always be worse. So with that being said, I don't complain. We just keep going. Today might be trying, and it is what it is. I think that's what builds character. You got to go through stuff, and nothing in life that's worth having gonna come without some turmoil, some risk. If it's worth having, it's gonna be some sweat that's gonna go behind it. Otherwise, just like everything we've as I'm sure every person's received something that they didn't cherish, and sometimes that's how it happens. The thing that you was given to you is the thing you value the least. The thing you had to work the hardest for, that's the thing that means everything to you. Even if they, monetarily they might not even hold the same value. You'll value this ink pen you got from being 5 weeks sober more than you value your cell phone, which costs about $1,000. But that's what I mean. In life, I think the hardships is what build character. I think that's what make it all worthwhile, and it can always be worse.
I love that you said, when I started off I said prolific, and I love that you said all days are the same and we only get one short day.
Yeah, you only get one short one.
We all know what that short
Yeah,
day.
you only get one. My brother's daddy used to say, if you think your life is tough, try taking a day off.
From life.
Yeah, you can't. And that was the point he was making. Like, it could be
Yeah.
a lot worse. And for me, I come from a troubled past. A wild environment. So there's a lot of ways this could have turned out, other than me sitting here with you.
Yeah.
And, I've had a lot of instances where I could have, got my short day, and I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still kicking, and that alone means everything to me.
Facts. Amazing. And my last question, you're at number 22. You say you're not going to go past 25.
24.
24. We got
Yeah,
two
I'm
more.
gonna stop at the December project. I don't much have a title set in stone. We ain't thinking that far ahead. We're gonna get October done, and then
What's
on to
October
November.
looking like?
October is yours truly. I have absolutely no records for it at this moment. But October's not that's this month, right? October. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I got no records for October, but we'll be all right when by the time we get to whatever the fourth Friday or the last Friday is. I don't. And again, even with that, if for some reason we get to the deadline, which I kind of create my own deadline. But if for some reason we reach that and I got no records, then I got no records. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, any fan that's been riding along for this long gotta know that I'm only doing what's true to me. I ain't trying to meet no quota or like you said, my what my end goal was. I don't really have one. I don't plan on ending anytime soon. So I'm just trucking, and I kind of treat my life like like Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you cuss on this or not, but when they have hiccups I won't do the name drop. Well, it is what it is. The what's my boy? Jonathan Majors. I ain't trying. I don't want to speak on his whole situation, but when they had that hiccup, they just they diverted. Plan B. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And that's just how I live. Sometimes it don't pan out the way we was expecting or we was planning it to, and when it don't,
You gotta keep it
I
pushing.
truly believe that you only get one day to cry about it. After that one day, it's time to get back to work. How long you plan on sobbing? It still gotta get done, because in real life, I don't know what y'all call y'all power company out here in Memphis. It's called Memphis Light, Gas, and Water, and I can't pay them with tears. I can't pay them with excuses. So I gotta get up and get it.
Thanks.
And my kids are not at an age where they can provide for themselves. So if they don't got it, it's my fault. So again, I gotta get up and get it.
Listen, we appreciate you so much. This
Hey, I
was
appreciate you.
an amazing conversation. You dropped
Indeed.
a lot of gems.
Well, I appreciate it.
And we look forward to chatting with you even more. And we are excited about the remaining 2 projects.
Indeed. So am I. Indeed. I appreciate the love.
For sure. Thank you guys for watching.
I start calling the shots and then it's far too late to dial it back. I feel like I'm Khalil Mack. There ain't no way to stop my sack. I grind.